Hi Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, I love you so much. Thank you for all of your support. With that said, I am launching a new community within the community of Reydiant Reality itself called Tribal Tuesday. If you would like to be a part of it, places are very limited and I will only be running this journey once every 3 months. So if you want to be a part of it, please take a look. There is a link in the description box below that will give you all the information that you need to get started on that journey avec moi. So with that said, if you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's have a look, see what is going on. What are you releasing? What are you removing? What are you letting go of or phasing out of your life this week, Scorpio? What is it that you are releasing or letting go of? If we could get the cards in there. You are releasing the Two of Pentacles. So this whole thing where you have been worried or concerned about money or finances, where you have questioned whether you've made the right decision in the decisions that you've made that have impacted you in a financial sense. This is where you get that moment where you can say, you know what, I know I made the right decision. Whatever the finances, whatever the money, whatever the rewards or the payback, I know I've done the right thing. This is about you getting back to that moment of being really sure. So no matter how, whatever decisions you've made have impacted your finances, up until now, you've probably had that like, you know, like even moments of like, am I sure? Have I done the wrong thing here? This week you can let that go. When you're letting go of the Two of Pentacles, it basically says this whole thing about shifting money around and being worried about money and stressed about it. You can let that go this week. So I'll be interested to see what your next card is. What are you working on now? So you got the Hierophant, re-establishing yourself, rebuilding yourself. You know, sometimes we have to go through the process, and who understands this better than a Scorpio? The Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? I love that motif and have since I was probably about 7 or 8. I've known about the Phoenix, which is, you know, odd and strange and all the rest of it, but you guys understand that whole thing. So whatever it is that's taken you down to ground zero in some way, shape or form, it needed to, so that when you start to rebuild, once you start to re-establish who you are not only building on terra firma, but you are getting the recognition from the outside world that you have always desired. The thing about the Hierophant card is, yes, it represents commitment. Yes, it represents structures, you know, usually old architecture and stuff. But as what you're working on now, you've been reduced, right? You're letting go of this idea that you haven't made the right decisions and that's why you're suffering financially. This is the week where you say to yourself, actually, you know what? I made the 100% made the right decision. And for that faith, that trust and that commitment to your own path, this is where you step forward now. This is where things really start to ramp up. This will be an interesting week for you. I think things are going to move quite quickly. And with the Hierophant card, it's basically saying this is where you re-establish what it is that you wanted all along. And then finally, your key to the week. What is your key to the week? You got the Tower card, right? Big changes, big shifts. Now, with the Tower card next to the Hierophant card, we've already seen one major structure go kind of awry in the world. So I'm just going to put this out there. In terms of world events, we may very well see some extreme weather, possibly an earthquake or a hurricane taking place. And I'm not really getting any countries. I'm feeling like it's going to be somewhere of a tropical climate. So just look out for that on the news so that you can say, Raph called it. On a personal level, on the macrocosmic level, or should I say on the microcosmic level, meaning you, on a personal note, the Tower card as a key to the week basically says you are waking up. You are remembering what your purpose is, where it is that you wanted to be, where is it that your soul decided to take you on this wonderful mission that we call life. This is where you get a glimpse back into that, where your soul just has that moment and goes, wow, this is what I came here for. You're going to have a really brilliant week, Scorpio, but it is going to be one that brings some shocks and some surprises, right? Who cares? Shocks and surprises are always a good thing, right? Unless, you know, of course, they're destructive, in which case I'll shut my mouth, but you kind of get my drift, right? Be open to everything new and everything different this week. And ultimately, you know, in terms of this whole thing of re-establishing yourself, you need to go through this process of being reduced to less than you are, so that you can really re-establish your boundaries and what it is that you say you actually want, to check in whether that sort of tallies up with what the soul decided it wanted when it came here. So if it's not too personal, please let me know how it goes for you in the comments. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week, and I will see you very soon. Take care.